Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I want to make a foot soldier tier list because someone in my Discord server asked me to do that, and I never have done this before. So today we're just going to be making a foot soldier tier list. So I divided these into tiers: 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. So I don't think any of these characters are bad. So that's why I didn't make like an F tier or an E tier, because all these characters are fantastic, because foot soldiers have a great ability kit, great mobility, and they all have good primaries. So yeah, we're going to be ranking those today. If you guys enjoy the content, like the video, subscribe, and join the Discord server, because I'm always taking ideas for suggestions from videos. Anyway, let's just go in order of the list right here, and this is actually alphabetical, so Archtrooper A, and then Tank Commander T, S right here, so this is like alphabetically ordered. That's a cool way to order them, so let's do it. Arctic Trooper I'm going to be putting in the 8 out of 10. Arctic Trooper is a great character, but in many ways he is just a worse regular foot soldier. His freeze gimmick is really good against certain characters, but you could still kill people faster with a reg soldier if your aim's on point. He also doesn't do enough damage in my opinion, especially from range. He barely does any damage, which is kind of like, you could still kill people from range, but like it's a lot less damage than like most of the other foot soldiers, so he's really only good close up, and he has a hard time finishing a lot of the characters, so he's still a great character though, so I'm going to put him in the 8 out of 10. Camo Ranger I'm going to put in the 9 out of 10 category. Camo Ranger is a really good character because he's really versatile. You could play him at any range. He's very customizable with your upgrades. You could run health, speed, ammo, reload. You could switch them all around. You could play a speed build, health build. That's a really good strong point of him. His primary is also one of the most consistent primaries in the game. He doesn't really have any bad matchups. It's really just how good you are with the character versus the world. That's all I gotta say about Camo Ranger. He's just one of the best characters in the game, one of the best designed characters in the game. So yeah, I think he's a 9 out of 10. Next up is the Centurion. I think Centurion is an 8 out of 10 character. Centurion is very similar to Camo Ranger, as his upgrades are very customizable, other than having run a fire upgrade. But he's good at all ranges, as well as being really good at chipping at people from all ranges. His damage is a little low, which is why I'm putting him next to the Arctic Trooper, but I do think he is better than the Arctic Trooper because fire support is absolutely insane. He has a really good matchup against some of the super top tiers in the game. Like this character is legitimately a good counter pick to characters like Agent P. But he can struggle against some higher health opponents. But again, he still has soldier abilities. He can get onto a roof and just chip off people for fire. And he's a very fun and satisfying character to play. Very consistent as well. So I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10. Next character is the one and only regular foot soldier, which I'm gonna be giving a 10 out of 10. Pretty obviously, this character is really good. His upgrades are very customizable, kind of like Camo Ranger, except him, you could run damage, reload, ammo, or you could run damage, speed, reload, or damage, health, reload, or damage, health, ammo. It's really up to you, and I recommend, if you like this character, change out your upgrades and try different things, because this character, he can snipe you from the back of the map, or he could be right in your face, and he could do just as good as a job anywhere on the map. He's so versatile. Again, the soldier abilities are really good, but this character's primary is so good, has a great projectile speed. It could kill anything in the game. It's really just how good are you with this character. That's how good this character is. He's really good. General Supremo, I think I'm going to give an 8 out of 10. I might change this down the line. But General Supremo has a really good rate of fire. And his upgrades, you can be customizable with him. You could run health, speed, and damage, which is what I like to run. But again, his movement is kind of bad, as we all know. He's kind of slow compared to the other foot soldiers. But he does have a great primary. It does have a bit of bloom, but it's still a really good primary. He just kind of feels like a worse reg soldier though, but I do like his increased fire rate a lot, along with being able to fire for a long time because you have unlimited ammo. But he's a great character. He's still a great character, very consistent. He's also really good at all ranges, and he has a really high DPS from range actually. A lot of people don't talk about that, but he has comparable DPS to reg soldier at range. You just gotta watch out for the bloom and be able to control your shots. But overall, very consistent and good character. One of the better ones. Park Ranger, I'm going to be giving a 7 out of 10. While he's still a great character because he's a foot soldier, Park Ranger does have issues because he does not do a lot of damage to mobile opponents. Now, if someone's standing still, he actually has the highest damage output out of all the foot soldiers. But if you move out of the radius of the clouds, he basically does no damage. Also, if someone's jumping through an air, so if you're trying to hit a peashooter jumping through the air, you're barely going to do any damage to them. So this character does have a lot of damage issues, along with not having enough ammo, at only having 18 ammo, which is not enough. But if you could get in people's faces, this character can legitimately be a threat. He does have a few good matchups, like against slower characters, like certain chompers he has good matchups against, certain cacti up close, you just can kill cacti instantly. Torchwood, even since he has such big hitbox, you can't really escape the clouds. But this character, he's good, but just he's not very good from range, and he doesn't really fit the soldier archetype. But if you could get in with him, you could still kill people. Next up is the Scuba Soldier. Scuba Soldier is good because you can run health on him or speed, and he has 2 shots. He has a big radius, good projectile speed. He's just a great character, really strong. I think Scuba Soldier is probably here. I don't know if him or General is better. There's not really. It's mainly a preference because all these characters are good, but from like Scuba above, you could kind of choose which one you like the most. But the ones in the 10 out of 10 are like better. But these characters are still like definitely worth playing and definitely can be a threat. But Scuba Soldier, he has a great reload, good from all ranges, but especially up close, you can just 2-tap people. Really good. He's literally just a better tank commander. Sky Trooper is gonna get a 9 out of 10. Sky Trooper is better than Camo Ranger, but the Sky Trooper has really high DPS up close, a little bit higher than Reg Soldier, along with having a faster fire rate. But he has the same projectile speed as Reg Soldier, and from range, he's basically the same as Reg Soldier, if not a worse Reg Soldier, because he runs out of ammo faster and does less damage. So Sky Trooper, the problem I have with him the most, why he's not a 10 out of 10 and a 9 out of 10, is because he's only really good if you run damage, ammo, and reload on him. You can't really change out anything, or else the character is just not very good. So his upgrade customizability is not very good. But other than that, he has a really high damage output and really good primary, and then he's just kind of a worse Reg Soldier, but he's slightly better up close. But he's still a great character. 9 out of 10. Super Commando, I'm going to be giving a 10 out of 10. I think Super Commando is better than Reg Soldier, in my opinion, because Super Commando doesn't have to worry about reloading, and he does so much damage from all ranges, really consistent. You could just laser people. You have this character's as good as your aim. He doesn't really have any bad matchups up close. He could destroy everything, and then having no reload is just like insane. Like, this character is one of the best zombies in the game, one of the best characters in the game, just really hard to counter, really consistent. The final character is the Tank Commander. I'm going to be giving him a 7 out of 10. So, a lot of people love playing this character, but Scuba Soldier is just a better version of him. Tank Commander only has 1 bullet. He has to shoot 3 shots to kill 135 health opponents, which is horrible, which is not fun. Having 1 bullet makes him less consistent at range, and along with having 2 reload upgrades makes him his upgrade customizability not as good as Tank Commander. So Scuba Soldier. So he's kind of just a bad Scuba Soldier. He's not a bad character though. If you could hit your shots with him, he's obviously really good, which is why all the soldiers I said are really good characters. But Tank Commander is probably one of the worst soldiers, but he's still a really good character. So he's kind of just a nerfed Scuba Soldier, which is a shame, but Scuba Soldier is just a better version of him, in my opinion, in like every way. I do think you could flip these around, honestly, because they're both just up-close monsters. If you get up close with both these characters, they could shred, but I don't really know which one's better. There's not really an answer to that, but it might be Park. I don't know, but this character, he's still like A tier. All these characters are A tier. But yeah, I don't know how to say. One of them has to be at the bottom, unfortunately. For here, I think I'm okay with this ranking, putting Supremo above Tank Scuba Soldier, but you could switch this around if you'd like.
But for now, I'm going to put Supremo above because I think he's more consistent at all ranges. But yeah, that's the soldier tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You guys take care. Bye.